Hi everyone, delonewolf here. Welcome back to the Elder Scrolls Online Morrowind, where we are continuing our adventure. Next up, Barilzar's Tower, so let's do our investigation here. As someone just exited. So let's go. Let's take a look at this one. The so-called Velotti Towers were built by the Chimer in the early days when Morrowind was known as Resdain. Many of these remote outposts have been occupied by hermits, wizards and others who value their privacy, including the mage Barilzar. So that's what's happening. Let's enter his laboratory and see what's happening here. Okay, just lots of people gathered around. He's got this fantastic looking diamond or crystal. Lots of Dwemer constructs. So that's pretty interesting. Let's talk to him.
Such displeasure and disappointment. Nothing works, even though every calculation is precise. Now an interruption. How infuriating. Wait. Sometimes the great gear turns from frustration to opportunity.
Do you know anything about divine energy?
Divine energy? I'll have you know I participated in Lord Sothis-Seal's 9 analyses of the exalted enigmas. But we have more important matters. I'm about to determine the correlation between color and time, and I could use another set of hands.
If I help you, will you answer my questions?
A reciprocal exchange. Interesting, yes. I can see the benefits of such an arrangement. Very well. Just activate the crystals in the proper sequence while I modulate the energy flow. Less chance of an explosion that way.
What do you want? Alright, I'll see if I can determine the proper sequence. Let's see. So, a puzzle. We've got red, blue, green, purple and yellow. And all of that will then have to go into white. Interesting. Any tips on how to actually do that? Hints. Complete Barilzar's experiments. Okay. On extending existence. Let's examine that. Let's see. Not really spotting anything of interest in that book just by glancing it. I mean, I'm not gonna read the entire text here. Do you have any tips or something for me?
You activate the crystals. Look for pure light, not muddled.
I'm still not sure I understand.
Energy fluctuations, make sure nothing explodes. If color confounds you, look at the shape. Fewest sides to most. But the great gear turns, so be quick, be quick.
Fewest sides to most. Okay. Let's see. Fewest sides to most. So that's 3. That's lots of sides. That's 4. And that would be round last. So I think we'll need to do this.
Activated, but not in the proper sequence. Try again.
What? Fewest sides to most. So this has like probably 8, 4, 0 maybe. Then we should start with red. Let's try that.
That didn't do anything good.
Red. What the hell? Okay, what about experimental resets? Okay, there we go. So, I'm gonna assume then that sphere is 0, not infinite.
Good start. Keep going.
Then we have 3.
Correct. So far, so good.
4.
Like clockwork you are.
Is this... I'm gonna guess this one.
Close, very close. One more to go.
And the violet.
I love it when the gears align.
There we go. Experiment started. That's it. Let's talk to Barilzar.
Perfect. Such are the benefits of an extra set of appendages. The energy flows freely and without disruption, allowing the rods and the pistons to align in a most pleasing manner. Thank you. Now, why do you want to know about divine energy?
Well, I was sent to ask you about the transfer of divine energy.
Sent? How intriguing. I was just thinking about my former master, Sir Seal, and the experiments we conducted. He desperately sought to understand the power he and his companions attained, especially whether or not that power was temporary.
And did he reach a conclusion?
Not while I assisted him. He had a tool that he used to drain away minute bits of his own divine energy to store and study. He could extract it and return it as he saw fit. Not sure what became of the tool, but here are my notes from those days.
These notes should be helpful. Can I ask a few more questions? Let's see.
More questions? Well, Lord Sir Seal attributed curiosity to intellectual superiority. Suppose I should do the same. Ask, and I will attempt to tighten the cogs of your ongoing education as best I can.
Alright, that tool you mentioned, is it a weapon?
Odd question. Is a hammer a weapon? A saw? A Dwemer spring spanner? No, it was just a tool. A device crafted by Sir Seal to aid in his endless experiments.
It could be a staff, of
I
course.
suppose I could imagine ways to modify the device, but for what reason?
Do you know where the tool is now?
Haven't a clue. Tools have a way of wandering off when you don't stay vigilant. Had a guar that used to swallow tools when I wasn't looking. Glowed for a month until the enchantment dissipated and the tool passed. Should have heard the screams.
Okay, thank you very much for all of that. That's quite a colorful example. How the stuff keep getting lost, they pass through a guar's digestive system. So next up we've got to get back and talk about everything we've discovered with the cranky old man. So let's go do that. And I still think it's gonna be Dwemer technology that is somehow sapping.
Outlander, over here.
Oh, okay. Does he want to talk to me?
This requires a considerable amount of effort, so just listen. We have a problem here. Return to my office immediately.
Oh, it's the cranky old man. I thought it was going to be the hermit, but let's see. Best way to do that, probably head back for the Molag Marway shrine and then get to Vivec. Yeah, all right. So Vivec probably being harmed. There's a Daedric ruin, so we'll quickly visit that. I'm in the right direction, yes? Yeah, okay, so now you are in a restricted area. Oh, okay. That's interesting. Don't want to get into trouble with the locals. Lots of people. He's also going around, so I think we'll just go around here. No longer you have left a restricted area. Interesting. Okay, I'd never encountered that before. So this old ruin is restricted. Maybe it has like guards or something. Very strange. I'm gonna have to do a little bit of swimming. And let's see what's happening in Vivec City. So let's use this one and we'll actually take Vivec City Way Shrine, confirm. I suspect it's Vivec himself that's in trouble, but we'll see. We can take the bridge over here. These guys are working again, so that's good. I'm not sure if the stone is back. This is probably the reason why I never spent a lot of time in Vivec when it came to playing Morrowind. So much walking you have to do in order to get to where you need to be. Almost there. Is it in the palace or in the office? Return to the office. Okay, let's do that. Let's see what's happening. Archcannon's office. Hello.
At last. Did you see what's happening outside? Red Mountain rumbles louder and more frequently. The sky grows dark, and worst of all, the people are beginning to notice. Soon I'll have to muster the Ordinators to keep them from the palace doors.
Is that an emergency? The people want to see Lord Vivec?
In part. Lord Vivec is... not well. I won't allow his followers to see him in this state. He continues to lose energy, and it's becoming difficult for him to maintain the realm in his usual fashion. Now, what did your investigations uncover?
I investigated 3 locations. Here's what I've learned.
I'll review these documents and present your findings to Lord Vivec. I was against bringing you into this investigation, but I was wrong. Thank you for aiding us. You should go see Lord Vivec now. He's been asking about you. I'll be along shortly.
Okay, it actually sounds like I should go see the poor guy. See what kind of a state he's in. So let's do that. Let's leave the Archcannon to his reading, and then he'll join us up there. Vivec's in trouble.
Lord Vivec needs to do something. Look at that sky!
Lord Vivec isn't receiving visitors today.
People are getting worried. Morrowind in crisis. Let's go take a look.
My lord, please let me send for aid. Perhaps one of the healers can help you.
Pain is best tolerated in private, as I have written in the 37th ballad.
There must be something I can do.
You can call the Archcannon. He should hear the news our friend brings us.
Oh, that's who was talking. Okay. Let's talk to him.
The river drains into the sea, as my divinity flows out of me. Need some work. As you can see, I continue to lose energy, and it has made me somewhat agitated. Have you made any progress toward discovering the source of my discomfort?
I think an Ashlander named Chodala might be responsible for your condition. Yeah.
An Ashlander? That seems unlikely, but I trust your instincts. We need to find out more about this Chodala and the ancient enemy that aids him. Take this. Another token of my appreciation. And look, here comes the Archcannon now.
Alright.
Lord, the Outlander may have actually discovered something.
Green balance increased to 7. That's the Archcannon, and so that's the quest line, and so now I have to pick this up here.
After further examination of the documents you brought back, I have to agree with your assessment. The Ashlander Chodala has somehow siphoned divine energy away from Lord Vivec.
So you now know how to restore his power?
Not exactly. But now that we know that the affliction isn't natural, we can work toward a solution, one that probably involves Chodala's staff. How the Ashlander got his hands on Sothasil's tool and turned it into a weapon is beyond me, though.
You want me to acquire the staff called Sunara?
Eventually, but we need to be cautious. If Chodala is as respected as you say, attacking him would start a war we can't afford to partake in. Go to Aldrin and talk to his sister, Saren. I don't trust her either, but she worked with you before.
Okay.
Get to Aldrin and locate Saren. She needs to tell us more about Chodala and then help us acquire his staff. Without it, we can't restore Vivec. Meanwhile, I need to placate the populace. The people grow concerned over Vivec's continuing isolation.
Okay. That's what we'll do next. So there we go, guys. It's gonna be a short one, but the story did move on a little bit. We know more. As we suspected, the staff is actually Sothasil's tool, and it is now being used to siphon power from Vivec. We'll continue this in the next one. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all next time.